Welcome to On the Beat, everyone. I'm over here with Dr. Ricky and Dr. Richard from Gastroenterology Associates of Columbus, and it's a topic that we all need to talk about, everyone, and it's a topic we don't like to talk about, especially when it comes to men, right, guys?
That's right.
And it's colon cancer screening, guys. Where do we start?
Where do we start?
Yeah.
Everybody needs to get it when they're when it's their time.
Yeah.
But as gastroenterologists, this is probably the main focus of our practice is on colon cancer screening and prevention, and it's a biggest way we think that we have an impact on people's lifespan and making them live long, healthy lives.
Let's break it down if I can, and I need it in layman's terms. What is colon cancer to begin with?
Yeah, well, the colon, to start with, is the large intestine, is another name for it. And it's just cancer of that organ of the body. It generally starts as a small polyp, which can be a little bitty, non-worrisome thing, and then slowly over years, sometimes rather quickly, can grow too, but generally over years will grow into a cancer.
All right, let's touch on this part because we do know that if you have a family member that's had colon cancer, you are more likely to get it. Now, your father dies at 65, 70, you're 42, 38 as the son. Should you be getting the checkups?
You should when you turn, well, it's debatable, we'll put it that way. For a long time, we tested every first degree. If you had a first degree member who was afflicted, we started at age 40 and we did it every 5 years thereafter.
Right.
We've gotten a little bit tighter with those recommendations in the last few years, whereas now it's more of a, if the first degree relative is less than 60, and so your father was diagnosed below 60, then you would start at age 40, and then every 5 years thereafter.
Nothing before then?
Unless they were diagnosed, so let me back that up, age 40 or 10 years earlier than they were diagnosed.
Okay.
So if they were diagnosed at 42, then they would want to start at 32.
All right. What's the likelihood of surviving colon cancer?
Well, if you catch it early, it's really good.
But it's one of those diseases that you can't catch so soon.
Well, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Right. Well, what you're touching on is that it grows very, very quietly.
Yes.
And so if you're waiting until you have problems to come in, that means it's a really advanced disease process.
What are those
by
problems?
That point. Right. And so, we'll touch on that.
Okay.
But the point is, the question was, is it curable? Yes. So if you get your colonoscopy like you're supposed to, when before you have big problems on your age, and you find a small colon cancer, yes, it's just surgery to remove that. You may not even need to have chemotherapy.
Right.
But if you wait until it has progressed, until it's spread, then you're looking at chemotherapy. Your chances of a cure are less.
Different between men and women, colon cancer?
Certainly there's a higher risk in men. I usually quote polyp statistics with my patients.
Okay.
Polyps occur in men about 35 to 40% of the time, women about 25 to 30% of the time.
All right.
So there's definitely a higher risk in men, and because they have a higher risk of polyps, certainly a small increased risk of cancer.
Now, we often talk about colon cancer in the month of March and also Men's Health Month in November. Men hate the thought of a colonoscopy. It's not painful, right? You're sedated?
Yeah, you're completely out for the procedure.
Yeah.
It should not be a painful process at all.
Okay. They say the prep is just not the best?
Well, since that is the biggest complaint, we try really hard to make this more palatable, palatable as possible. We split it up between 2 days. Now we have much lower volume preps that are flavored.
Yeah.
Most people don't have problems getting through
All right,
that.
one bit of advice, guys. We don't have long. Every man sitting at home watching this right now, what do you want to say?
Get a colonoscopy when you turn 50 or earlier based on your family history.
Yeah, don't let your pride get in the way. Come in, have it done, get it over with, move on.
Good advice. If you want to find out more information, there it all is up on the screen. Back after this short break.